at the wonderful Fairday Hoedown for tropical fruits.
Today is just a fantastic celebration of our community and coming together during the day, because we often do lots of things at night, and that's not so accessible to the families in our community. There's lots of lesbians and gay men with children, and they also have mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters, so they can actually get together in a family day, if you like. Not wanting to overdo that word too much, but we're family too, and we have our own families as well as our blood families.
This is our fourth Spring Fair Day, Fruitopia Spring Fair Day. We have it every year about this time, and it's a day for families, so that anybody in the community can come, have a good day. We've got the barbecue, we've got market stalls, we've got a dog show, we've got kids games over here, we've got kids games and the dog show happening, we've got a cabaret this afternoon, and at 4 o'clock we're doing a barn dance. And then tonight there's a disco in the hall, so it's something for everything today.
How much is that dog in the window?
What do you think, Judge?
The waggly tail. How much is that dog in the window?
You didn't get it.
It's 25 years that Tropical Fruits have been going this year. It's our big quarter-century anniversary.
Tropical Fruits is incredibly important for the lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender community, especially in a rural area where there's a lot of isolation and probably a little bit more conservative, although I'm not sure about that. I've always found this country area here anyway to be pretty open and supportive of diversity.
What I've been able to figure out is that there was a group called the Mavericks, who were arts and theatre people who gathered together in the 1920s or the 30s or something like that, and I've saw some photographs of them, and they were all cross-dressing and looking as queer as could possibly be to my eyes. So I think the energy started there, and then with the Aquarius Festival, this has always been a place that's safe for alternative people.
Our culture in general doesn't see anybody over 50 as having a sexuality, and then to have an unusual sexuality is even less acceptable to a lot of people. There's also, because older LGBTI people have endured a lot of prejudice and discrimination over their lives, so they're probably more likely to be in the closet. So I'm really concerned to find out what older LGBTI people are concerned about, what kind of activities they'd like to do, and who they'd like to do them with. You know, just with older people, or just with LGBTI people, or just with women, or just with men, or whatever. And we haven't had much of a response in the Northern Rivers so far, so that's why we have our stall today. We're really wanting older people to do this survey so that we can design a health promotion program that is right for them.
As a gay man, I'm actually an older gay man, I actually think there's far too much emphasis in our community on the marriage equality story, and they're forgetting a little bit about how the highest rate of suicide in Australia is amongst young gay men. That's the category of people in this country that are the highest likelihood of committing suicide. The Tropical Fruits helped set up a group called the Fresh Fruits, which is our local youth group for queer youth, and it also says for queer youth and those trying to decide whether they're queer or not. So we're very lucky to have that amazing little group. They've got a committee and their own funding, and they work with youth workers, and they have events and get-togethers, and they provide support and somewhere to go for the younger people.
It's a lot more accepting here than anywhere else, but it is still hard to be who you are in a small town. But out of anywhere in the world, here's probably the most accepting place that I've ever found anyway. It's definitely getting better with everything that we do, like Fruitopia, like everything with the community, because it builds recognition that we are here and we are here to stay, and we're not a phase, really.
we've got today's bake-off competition, so there'll be 4 of us judges. Yeah, we'll just be eating our way through these cakes, and then we'll obviously have a group consensus and then announce. We've had a range of entries from young and old, and it's nice to see. It's been very spirited. It's all very serious business. Number 9.
The queer community, as it's called, if you use one word, is still on the outer, if you like. The heteronormative world is still coming to terms with this part of their story. I mean, there's a great T-shirt that says "Straight Australia has a queer history too."
I volunteer. I volunteer all the time. Every party, every New Year's especially, because it's such a great crew. I love them. They're fantastic.